So ESPN has been doing a poll of executive coaches, scouts, ranking top 10 in the NFL at different position groups. Today they unveil their top 10 edge rushers. Number one, Myles Garrett. He gets the nod ahead of TJ Watt and Micah Parsons. Now, NFL defensive coordinator, if you don't double team him, he's going to effing kill you. That's for our voicemailer, Jim from Rochester, who said everybody gets double teamed. And then an AFC executive, I don't think he's changed at all. He's just gotten more help in 2023 around him, which has accentuated his play. He's always been the same dominant guy. Let's welcome in Jeff Lloyd from the Locked On Browns podcast. Jeff, it kind of confirms, the folks around the league are agreeing with what we see. Garrett's a handful, and if you put good guys around him, and I would argue they have more around him this year, he's going to be even better.
Well, you think some people, around there and on that Browns defensive line probably are going to improve their game a little bit and step up a little bit, with Myles. And, for anybody that seems to maybe have their panties in a bunch here, he was the reigning defensive player of the year. So the fact that he was, basically chosen as the number one edge rusher in the NFL headed into this season shouldn't shock anybody. I think you made a really, really strong point. The only people that seem to maybe have any criticisms of Myles Garrett are a small fraction sometimes of the Cleveland Browns fan base, and probably anybody associated with the Pittsburgh Steelers fan base. Those are the only ones that sometimes, maybe don't see the greatness. Myles won that award last year. We all know that there was about, almost 12 total quarters towards the end of the season where, Myles wasn't 100%. Was out there because he needed to be. It was a stretch run. Maybe if the team was out of it, those are games maybe he would have been on the field for. His rookie year started a tad bit slow. There was some missed time. Remember, there was a trip to Europe that year, and Myles missed out with a concussion. But ever since then, he's just absolutely just been the force and, a complete, slam dunk of an investment of a number one overall pick. He turned out in every which way but loose as far as, being that type of guy. He's going to hit 100 career sacks this year. There's going to be a spot waiting for him in Canton. He's just been a really, really special talent. And I think the thing that we all, everybody who follows this team and all the work that we do, I think that we're starting to see is, the maturity aspect of Myles, where he is now as a person. And the fact that he's just having a lot more fun. It's great to be a great player, but if you're on a team that's not going anywhere, it certainly, doesn't have the same juice. But now that this team is successful, this team is legitimate. You kind of see Myles almost in a whole new light where, he's one of the guys is basically what it comes down to.